global news because global environment heavily highly impact our Indian market. So because we highly are dependent on our exports borrowings on the global market. And yes, US is coming with its election for the president role in the November. It is around 5 November, and Joe Biden has stepped back and has given the opportunity to his team member Kamala Harris to fight against the Donald Trump. And they are also saying that the US is also can have a democracy issue if the Donald Trump is elected. Obama backs Harris in the race to the White House, and the former president Barack Obama is supporting the Kamala Harris. Former US President Barack Obama has former First Lady Michael Obama have endorsed the Kamala Harris in her White House bid, giving the Vice President the respected but still crucial backing on the nation's two most popular Democrats. The endorsement announced in the Friday in a video showing Harris accepting a joint phone call to the former first couple comes as Harris builds momentum as their parties likely to nominee after the President Joe Biden's decision to end his re-election bid and endorse his second in command against the Republican nominee and former President Donald Trump. It is also highlighted that the friendship and the historic link between the nation's first black president and the first black woman and the first person of the Asian descent to serve the vice president, who now aims to break those barriers on the presidential rank. So Kamala Harris is from the Asian side, and the first black president might be first black president, lady president. We called to say Michael, and I couldn't be the producer to endorse your and to do everything we can get from through this selection and into Oval Office. The former president told Harris, who was seen topping the call as she walked baggage and led event. Michael Obama said, I have the phone call without saying to the my girl Kamala, I am proud of you. This is going to be historic. Harris, who was known to Obama since before his election 2000, thanked them for their friendship and said, look forward to getting there, being on the road with them 3 months before the election day, November 5. According to the AP survey, Harris already has secured the public support for the majority of the delegates to the Democratic National Congress, which began August 19. The Democratic National Congress expect to hold a virtual nominating meeting with 7 August, make Harris yet to be named having made official Democratic. Meanwhile, speaking to the report after her meeting Thursday with the Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Harris said that she urged him to reach deal. Let's read some again. At the meeting with the BB in the Florida, Trump slams rivals. Republican president candidate Donald Trump sharply criticized his Democratic political rivals and pleaded to work for the peace in the Middle East if re-elected, as he met with the Israel Prime Minister. So Donald Trump is saying that if he is elected as the president, he will be doing the peace in the Middle East, like for the Israel and uh, Israel is fighting against Houthis. The meeting kept with a week in which Netanyahu addressed the U.S. Congress and held the talks with the President Joe Biden and presumptive Democratic Kamala Harris, the Vice President, who took the Israeli leader to ask over the situation in the Gaza and the Israelis fighting. We have incompetent people turning on our community, Trump said while sitting across from the napkin, describing Harris as a worse than Biden. If we win, it will be very simple. It's all gonna work out very quickly, Donald Trump said. If we don't, you could end up with a majority wars in the Middle East and maybe the Third World War. So Donald Trump is emphasizing more on the Israel and the Gaza war, and he is saying that if he win, he can end this debate, and if not, he's saying that there can be multiple wars and can lead to the Third World War. Trump campaign later released a statement on the meeting saying that pledged that when he turns to the White House, he will make sure every effort to bring the peace to the Middle East and the combat anti-sentiment from the spreading throughout the colleague center. Trump warmly greeted the native and his wife Sarah, kissing on her both cheeks and then clasping hands. Long-serving Prime Minister arrived. The tone was in the notable contrast in the meeting Harris on the Thursday, in which the Vice President told to seal the Gaza peace deal, instead that she would not be silent on the suffering parliament. What was happening? What was happened in the Gaza over the past 9 months is devastating. The images of the dead children and the desperate, hungry people for the safety of something displaced for the second, third war time. Harris told reporters, Gaza has been racked by more than 9 months from the Israel operation against the Hamas, which launched a shock attack in October, resulting in the death of the 1,200 people in Israel, most of them civilians, according to an AFP tele-based official Israeli. More than 39,000 parliaments have been killed in the Israeli campaign, according to the data provided by the Health Ministry, which does not give the details about the civilization military.